So today I will go through the states and openings of the heart all the way through the absolute heart. All the way through to your actual natural heart. And that natural heart is actually you, yes? And the only separation is what we still hold. What we still hold or identify as this is my heart. That is the only sense of separation towards your absolute heart. It is the identification of what we say, let me grab onto this heart because I know this. I know this. It feels comfortable because I know it. And let me hold it. The emotional heart holds usually pain of the past, pain and suffering of the planetary suffering. We tend to hold something within our heart. Even in the later states of the heart, there's also an identification. Because unless you're not holding on to anything, and you're right away in your absolute heart. To explore a deeper heart within. Because heart is also consciousness. Yesterday we spoke about the two paths. One, the path of self-inquiry, and the path of bhakti, the path of the heart. And both lead to the ultimate truth. I have created this graph, which actually I was inspired from the map of spirituality and also from my own personal experience. Transiting, yes? Transiting through all the states of the heart to the absolute heart. It feels real in that particular state of the heart, yes, but you are transiting. You can leave them there, it's okay. To always a deeper place within your heart. And the only thing that holds us back is what we hold on to. That is the only thing that holds us back. Of some degree of identification. Of that is mine. From the very, let's say, physical heart, of course, the most common that everybody is very familiar with is the emotional heart. And the emotional heart, of course, in the beginning of the spiritual path, one needs to fully release a lot of emotions of the past from the heart, which could be of past relation, suffering, which all of us have definitely experienced sometime in our lives. But this is, even in the map of spirituality, is in the very beginning, going from the 200s, 300s, 350, yes, starting to release the past through acceptance, forgiveness. It's the first practice that we we step, into ourselves, to forgive our past, to be free from that emotional suffering that we have held up until this moment. And when that heart clears, that heaviness of the heart clears, then there is, from this forgiveness and acceptance, when one is fully healed, the heaviness of the heart, when that is healed, one opens the heart into the wisdom of the heart. Where already here, your attention, let's put it this way, drops. And there is a sense of wisdom. You can also say your intuition takes place here. Like the intuitive heart, when you start following like what your intuition says, which is like a voice, an inner voice within the heart. So this is when the inner wisdom of the heart awakens. Also, the inner light is connected to this state of the heart. So as one completes, this is all about completions. Once one completes that vibration, because that's what it is, it's just a vibration that you're resonating on. Once it's cleared, you fully went all the way, then you're ready. Your heart is ready to open to the next vibration. And that next vibration within your heart space, as it awakens, it opens to the inner love. And this is a very beautiful awakening of the heart when one awakens their inner love. So this is like the beginning of the spiritual journey of the heart. When that inner love is very present here, and there's the first experience of ecstasy, of joy, the one starts to experience these vibrations. They start flowing through the heart. And again, there is always, as energy is a vortex, as you complete the inner love, as there's a completion of that energy within you, then your heart opens up again. It's a natural form that naturally occurs. Yes, along the way, they could open through heartbreaks, through all sorts of life story. Usually heartbreaks work very well. They work perfectly fine. They do the job. Because when your heart feels like it's breaking, what is really breaking? It's not the true heart that is breaking, yeah? It is what you have identified with. Only that is breaking down. For our mind, it feels like I'm breaking down. It's a breakdown. My heart is breaking apart to pieces. So if this, I'm sure a few of you have experienced a heartbreak. When this comes along, allow it to take its place, because there is a beautiful opening waiting for you. And when one completes this vibration of inner love, let's say one matures, there's a maturity within the heart and opens to the planetary love, planetary consciousness. So actually the heart's consciousness over here already envelopes the whole planet Earth. And this you see many spiritual people here in this huge, immense connectedness and love to nature, to the planet around. It is an awakening of oneness consciousness. And literally the heart have the capacity to envelope the whole planet Earth. And it's a very beautiful state of the heart, yes. But there is much more of the real heart that is still waiting deep beyond this oneness. All of these states of the heart have a lot to teach you as well, so you cannot deny it. The veils start being less dense, your heart becomes lighter and lighter, your heart starts opening and opening. There's more capacity within your heart space for more love to flow. So it is all beautiful, right? We're not excluding anything at all. But it's also good to know that it's a transition. It's just a transition. And I'm really bringing emphasis on this because many times we get stuck there. We identify with it as this is who I am now. And that's the only reason why I am really saying it's a transition, not to identify. So you keep, in a way, finding always a deeper heart within you. One opens up to a much bigger heart, which you can say it is a galactic heart. It's much bigger than the planetary heart. It's already you are tapping into the violet light, the presence, vibration, and your heart has already here expanded immensely. And here is where, from the presence of the heart, you get the first glimpse of your soul. Your soul comes through here. You can say you meet your soul, which is very beautiful. You have access to your own soul when you open to the presence of the heart and soul. So it's the beginning of the soul journey here, where you can say you will start healing and exploring and learning and remembering anything that has to do with your soul. Of course, this awakens a higher state of bliss. It's more refined bliss in the presence of the heart. Like oneness, it's more like ecstasy. It's a bit more dense, the energy. But presence of the heart, it starts to feel like bliss. It goes higher vibrationally. So everything starts to become more refined and more expanded, and having more capacity to receive life through your heart. Again, there's some lessons to learn, some energies to complete. Of course, these come through life, circumstances, difficulties, whatever life brings to you. It's to bring to you to complete whatever you need to complete. Once you complete that, there is another shift within the heart of the non-dual heart. So here we can say that presence within our heart already starts to mature. There's already a maturity, and there's already more like evidence about the presence of your heart that is here. So here the heart already sees all these like dual energies, already sees very clear whenever there is good or bad or happiness or sadness. It just processes, because it can clearly see. There's a clear seeing of what is passing through the heart. It's a lot of completions here through life experience. Yes, life brings you exactly what you need, precisely in the highest perfection to complete whatever you need to complete. So if your life seems it's pushing you left, right, and center, surrender. Surrender from your heart. Just surrender. Allow that to pass through your heart. Because the more softness, the more receptivity, the more devotion, the more openness to process energy. Once that is fully complete, then there is another big opening here. Opening to the universal heart. And here I'm not speaking an experience. I'm speaking shifting fully as the universal heart. Okay, so all of these states, yes, they are transitions, but I'm not speaking of a peak experience. I'm speaking of a shift. Each of these are shifts of vibrations through your own inner work of completions. And then you shift to a universal heart, where here all you see around you and within you is gold, because universal vibration is gold. And here your heart expands. Heart has consciousness. So the consciousness of the heart expands and envelopes the whole universe. It is very big, because as your heart envelopes the whole universe, you have access to all universal knowledge right within you. Direct, here. It's here at all times. And this, we can say, it is the first stage of the enlightened heart. So you see how much more beauty there is within you. And it's already within you. It's not something that you have to, in a way, try to reach for. Because it's already within you. It's just there is no conscious access to that vibration, maybe just yet. But it's already here. It's just there's no access, maybe yet. And here, your heart becomes the allness of life. Allness. You become all. Not connectedness. It's very different. The 500s, yes? Not the connectedness with the nature or connectedness with you. It's much closer. Much closer. Because your heart literally envelopes all of the universe within you. So you see the separation starts disintegrating. That's what is happening. The veils are removed by you processing, completing, and you become closer and closer and closer and closer. Closer to your true heart. So here, the state is that your heart is literally enveloping the whole universe, and you have a sense that you are all with. So life brings you, again, those precise energies that maybe even are your qualities, and you need to polish them. Yeah? Or like goddess energies, you need to polish them, and they simply have to pass through you to complete them. So it's all about completing energy. It's all about that. You know, energy starts, goes around, and comes back. And then it goes slightly higher, vibrationally speaking, and again it goes around and comes back. So yes, once we complete the allness vibration, the universal vibration, then one opens up to the dark void of the heart. So one moment you have it all, literally one moment you have the whole golden treasure right inside your heart. Some choose to keep it, but then you're stuck. Life will not allow you to go further. Okay, and maybe it's not for everybody to surrender to all of these states of the heart to meet the absolute heart. But the absolute heart is who you truly are. So if you really want to find out the real truth, then you must surrender. You must surrender all your powers, because these are great powers.
There is surrendering in every step.
There is surrendering always. Well, yes, fear comes up, insecurity comes up, breaking down comes up, everything could move through you in that moment, yes. Well, you know, like majority of humanity, they're shifting from the forgiveness and acceptance into inner wisdom and awakening inner light. This is where majority of humanity is. And here is where they change their life. You know, they had a job and all of a sudden they want to cut it off and start a new beginning. You know, it's the very beginning of like the inner spiritual exploration or journey. Indeed. So let's come back to the dark void of the heart. So what happens here? From gold, from the golden abundance to the dark void. Oh no.
Don't want to go over there.
No, but here you have already a lot of awareness. You know what's happening. You know what's happening here. You already know there's more awareness, that your awareness actually becomes so strong here, the presence of the heart becomes so strong that the consciousness starts seeping and perforating into the unconsciousness. That's what the dark void is. Dark void is the unmanifested universe, is the unconscious mind, or as you can see it, as the unmanifested universe, the dark matter. That's what it is. So you see, first you complete the energies of the universe, the manifested universe. Yeah? It's very natural. You expand further and further and further. You complete universal manifestations, When you complete that, you shift to the unmanifestation of the universe. And this. So here, you literally deepen your awareness into the unmanifested self, heart, universe, mind. It's the same. But from gold, then you see nothing but like, all you say is, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Literally, that's all. So you have all the knowledge and then it's all gone, slipped away, surrendered to. And then you're in a state of not knowing. Here is where the mysticism arises. There's many teachers who are very mystical and they speak of the dark void. And it's exactly this. The mysticism is like an unknownness. Could also be devotion as well, but it's like unknownness. It's just simply because it is the unconsciousness or the dark matter of the universe, which you need to complete as well. It's the completions as well of the unmanifested matter. Consciousness starts penetrating and seeping. It seeps. It finds its way to seep. Because already here, the heart is already not dense at all, you know. The mind is already, this is the second stage of enlightenment already. So the perforation can easily move through, let's say like this. It can easily move through, and as you drop deeper and deeper, and then you have access to what you didn't have access before. And you're processing those then. There's a process of what you had no access to. And this is also, there's a vacuum here, there's another big vacuum. So after this state of the heart, of the unconscious heart being illuminated, because that's what is actually happening, there is the most beautiful shift of the heart here. It opens up to the divine, graceful heart. This is really, really, really beautiful, because here it is a merge, it's a complete merge of the highest feminine and highest masculine energies within. We can say Sitaram, yeah? Sitarama, this is exactly what they represent. It is the merging of divine love union. It starts from there, and then as it goes to lower densities, dimensions, it crudifies to become like this, yes? Or maybe separated or feeling connected. But from this place, it's a merge, continuous merge. It's a very blissful state of merging the highest feminine and the highest masculine within your heart, like the divine, graceful heart. And this is the actual divine love union. It comes when you step out of the unmanifested universe. So there is another form of completions that come there. And then your heart shifts to the truth body. Maybe you've heard of the truth body. Or the heart here illuminates even more. Because here you're out of the universe. You popped out of you made it out of the universe. The truth starts illuminating. Whatever remains is illuminated. There is no escapism completely here. If there is, let's bring it like about the mind as well. If there's an I thought, you can't run away from it because it's so clear that it's here. The root of the thought is here, and you have such precision and awareness to simply unhook it from your system. And the same with the heart. The heart here illuminates, and whatever is left needs to be deteriorated, surrendered, let go. And it comes to you bit by bit, and you're cleaning. It's like a polishing. It's polishing the heart or polishing the mind. Here it's like completely working together. Whatever rises from the heart, it's seen right away. And you simply have to unhook it, because it's literally destroying the ego from its core. This is what you're doing here. Your deepest core foundation, you're breaking it down to pieces. You're saying, this is not true. This is not real, and it needs to be removed. So it might hurt a bit, but at this point, whatever, you know, whatever. And when this fully happens, then one okay, so this state is a cleaning and polishing, because this is what you're doing. It's the truth body. It is the killing of the I thought. It is the unhooking of the core beliefs within your heart, of what you have completely thought is real or true to you. Here, as you polish and complete, you end up seeing or feeling or being behind a very clean glass. This is exactly 900s. And it's like I can see so clear. What's next? How can it be something else? Because you have literally purified and cleansed everything. But you're still seeing through a glass.
But if it's clean, what does it matter?
Well, it's still not the real truth. There's still some sense of separation, yes. There's still that glass, even if it's very thin, but it's there. Until you polish and complete enough of these cycles that this glass breaks. When the glass breaks, then the absolute heart or the absolute self meets you in like first hand, direct. There's no glass, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing that can separate you from you. So life becomes closer and closer and closer and closer and closer until it breaks and you become that. And this is it. And then, in a way, life can fully begin. And you have a direct knowing of you, of who you truly are. So doubt drops, everything drops, because it is not just clear, but it's a deep knowing of what is. And here it's a full return. You fully return to you here. So the path of the heart, like even like for me, the path of the heart is the path of surrender. And surrender, a true surrender, at any state or transition will bring you to the absolute heart. And through surrendering, you will find yourself.